pandemic hit, and essentially we didn't really need to have an office anymore, which we will hopefully open up whenever needed. But the truth is, we're having a lot of Spanish entrepreneurs in our deal flow, and we're very happy with what's happening in Spain.
That's interesting, Stephan, and I'm also interested in hearing, because I know that you, at the same time or very close to when you announced the new office, you actually also announced that you were partnering with Google, and of course you're joining forces to launch a Lisbon accelerator that is going to boost the ecosystem in Portugal, but doing that at the same time as we're seeing this COVID-19 pandemic raging all across of the globe and Europe in particular, many would say. I'm very interested to hearing about how did you tackle everything, and how have you managed to push forward, and also how did you manage to close this deal with Google?
The truth is, Google reached out to us about a year ago, probably November last year, saying that they were considering opening up, Google for Startups, which at the time was called Launchpad, in Portugal, as they have already done in about 45 cities across the world, I believe. And so they told us, listen, we know you're not an accelerator, but you're very well-known investors, and maybe you would like to consider applying to become our partners. And so we did apply, ended up actually reaching an agreement with them. And we thought this was extremely interesting because, in fact, back in the day when we were sort of trying to help market make the Portuguese ecosystem, we backed the original good accelerator in Portugal, which was the Lisbon Challenge, which no longer exists. And this was important because, in fact, when you have not a very robust number of angels, you actually need to sort of prepare the very early stage startups to become investable by a VC fund. And so we thought of doing a small micro fund to actually invest in these companies that we would select, these 6 to 10 companies that we select every year for the program, for our program with Google, and then actually trade them across 1 year, 6 months of acceleration plus 6 months of incubation in our office, so that we can be really, really close and sort of help them accelerate their growth and, just advise them on how to get things done very fast. And things have been going really, really well with this first batch of companies. And the fundraising has gone really, really well as well. In about 3 to 4 months, we raised half of those 12 million. And so we're on a good path to closing the fund in a few months or a year, hopefully less. And so I think Google is an amazing partner in terms of, the knowledge that they have, the brand that they have, and the resources that we can access and that the companies can access as well. So it was for us very natural. We had all been advisors, sponsors, mentors, or mentees in the case of Christina, and participants in acceleration programs, including YC, 500, Techstars, and so on. And there was really no other program in Portugal dedicated to the local market. There was a Techstars program, which was just closed, actually no longer exists, from a Portuguese corporate, but it was a global program. And so it's really the accelerator now in the country that tries to sort of find the best 10 companies, 6 to 10 companies per year that are needing the first 100K and that want to really work with our team. And so we're very, very happy with that partnership with Google, and we're essentially very happy with the companies and the way things are going.
I love to hear that, Stephan, and I think it's always very applaudable when VC funds go down in the market and focus on the very early stage. I love seeing that. Stephan, I would love to shift our focus to our quickfire round. Of course, our quickfire round is focused on the topic that we have the closest to our hearts. Of course, fostering a borderless European VC industry. And I just want to say, Stephan, are you ready for this?
I hope so.
I'm sure you are. First question, what would you personally like to change about VC in Europe?
That would have to be more LPs investing, of course.
Our second question, what do you think is the most important thing for promoting a stronger European VC ecosystem?
I think we need to celebrate more the success stories. People don't know about it.
And finally, Stephan, what can we expect in the future from Indico and from you, of course?
Well, I mean, I love what I do. I love the team. I think hopefully we'll keep on growing, investing in great companies, hopefully doing some good exits as well to return the capital to our LPs with a nice multiple. And I think that from Portugal and from all over Europe, particularly the smaller countries, what we see is amazing talent, and that is sort of what brings us joy. And that's why this profession is such a cool profession, is to sort of back really smart, really hardworking people. So that's what I intend to do for the foreseeable future, probably forever.
Stephan, we really appreciated this conversation. You have been super generous with your time, and we went a bit off schedule. Sorry for that. Thank you so much. It was great having you on the European VC, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you again soon.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
This was our interview with Stephan Morais, managing partner of Indico Capital Partners. If you would like to see more from Stephan, I suggest you follow him on LinkedIn.
We thank you for listening to the European VC, the go-to place for insights into the European VC industry. Visit theeuropeanvc.com to hear more from us. And if you would like to suggest topics or guests for future episodes, please reach out to us. We are always there for you.